Right, welcome back to Colossal Mathematics class. Today I'll be talking about squares and square roots. Squares and square roots. Now, a lot of us just know some of these things by heart. We don't know the reasons why they are like that. And I'm going to be explaining some concepts here using the basic primary school method that we know. Okay. So now the first thing, when you have something like, let's talk about square. If I have a to the power of 2, this is what we mean by squares, okay? This a is called the 2 there is called exponent, right? The 2 there is called exponent, and then we have the a there, which is like the what? The base, okay? And the reason why we have something like perfect squares, most of us talk about perfect squares. The reason why we have perfect squares is just because of the basic thing that we know, which is what is square. So the reason, when do we say something is perfect? When do we have a perfect square? When the length, you can see that this is length L, right? Length L, and this is also length L. So you have a perfect square when the area of the square is what the length multiplied by the length. That means when the number can multiply each other. So like 4, the reason why 4 is 2 multiplied by what? By 2. Look at this. If I have a square, let's talk about squares a little bit. If I have, this is 1 unit, right? This is 1 unit. And that is what? 1 multiplied by 1, which is equal to what? 1. Look at 2 units now. 2 units square. What are you doing? Okay. Look at 2 units square. This is a 2 unit square now. Are you seeing that now? This is 2 units square. This is 2 units. And then what does that mean? That is why we have 2 multiplied by what? By 2. And you can see the answer is what? 4. I'm sure you are getting that now. Then look at 3 units. Look at 3 units now. 3 units. If I have 3 units like this, look at 1, 2, 3. Are you seeing that now? 3 units. This is not 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I'm coming. Let me jot that part very well. Okay, so this is it. So you get the idea of what I'm trying to bring out there. 3 units. 1, so you can see that this is 3 now. Then 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's why you have 3 multiplied by 3 to give you what? 9. And so on and so forth. Okay. So that is on perfect squares. I guess what I'm saying now. Now let's talk about square root on the other hand. When you have something like this, square root of a, what are these things called? Some of us will just say that this sign here, this sign that we call square root sign, is called radical. This is a radical sign. Okay, this is a radical sign, and then this a is called what? The radicand. I hope you are following and learning something. A is called the radicand. So that means if I have square root of 81, 81 here is the what? Is the radicand. Are you seeing that now? 81 is the what? Is the radicand. And then now let's talk about square roots now. Okay. Let's talk about square root a bit. We all know that squares are like number multiplying each other. So like 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Then we have 9, we have 16, okay? Then we have 25, and so on. All these are what are called perfect squares, right? They are called perfect squares because as we can all see, you have their numbers. So this is 4 multiplied by what? By 4. This is 5 multiplied by 5. And the reverse is the case. Reverse is what is the case. That means if I have square root of 1, the answer will be what? 1. Square root of 4, the answer is 2. Square root of 9, the answer is 3. Square root of 16, the answer is 4. Square root of what? Of 5, of 25, the answer is 5, and so on. Okay. Now, let's look at why is 50 not a perfect root? Why is 50 not having a what? A perfect square root? Why is 50 not having what? A perfect square root? So I'm going to show you the reason, and I'm going to use 50 and 100 as an instance. Now look at 50. There is something called prime factorization. I believe that everybody should know what we call prime factorization. Now, if I'm to use prime factorization method for this, look at it. 50 will be 2 multiplied by 25, okay? Then 25 can also be what? 5 multiplied by what? By 5, okay? Now, that is all the simplification, okay? So now I can have this. That means 50 is the same thing as what? 2 multiplied by what? 5 multiplied by 5. Now, can they be perfect? This is 2 multiplied by what? 5 times 5. Now, because 2 here, are you seeing that now? 2 here is not what? Is not the 2 there, that the 2 you are seeing there now. You can see that it is alone. It's not having anything to pair with. Are you seeing that now? It's not having anything to pair with. That is why 50 is not a perfect square root. Now let's look at 100 on the other hand. 100 is what? 50 multiplied by 2. 50 is what? 2 multiplied by what? 25. And then this is, okay, 2, nothing can be done to 2. This 25 is what? Is 5 multiplied by 5. Now, let's write this together. This is 100 now equals to what? 2 multiplied by 5. This. Then this now. Are you seeing that now? So, then 2 multiplied by 5 again. So now we're going to have 100 equals to what? 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. You can see that this can be paired now. Can you see now? They can be what? They can be paired. You see that now? So because it can be paired, that is why we said 100 is a what? Is a perfect square root. Are you seeing that now? That's why 100 is a what? Is a perfect square. Are you seeing that now? Now, look at how do I get the square root from here now? How do I get the square root from here? Look at the square root. How do I get the square root from this? I'm just going to pick one out of this. So that will be 2 multiplied by, I'm going to pick one out of this, and that will be what? 5. So that's why the square root of 100 is equals to what? 10. Do you see that now? Okay, let's try one more. Let's try one more. I'm sure that you are enjoying the flow now, okay? Look at 81. Let's look at 81. 81 is what? 9 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 9. 9 is what? 3 multiplied by what? By 3. 9 is 3 multiplied by 3. Don't forget, we are using the method of called what? Prime factorization method. So we are using prime factorization method. This is a baby work, okay? So you can see this now. We have 3 multiplied by 3, then what? 3 multiplied by 3. That is why 81 is a what? Is a perfect square. Okay, so what will be the square root? You already know how to do that already. You just pick one from the perfect root you have. So 3 and then 3. So 3 multiplied by 3. That's why the square root of 81 is what? Is 9. Okay, so tell me in the comment section, is 169 a perfect square? If so, find the square root, okay? And then check, is 64 also a perfect square? If yes, tell us the square root in the comment section. And then let me give you 2 more. So check for 75. Is it a perfect square? If not, tell us in the comment section. And then the last one, 220. Is it a perfect square root? If yes, tell us in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, okay? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.